Hey everybody, this is Jason Akers with Akers Pest Control, and I'm here. I know it's late, and it's been a couple days, but all the kids, well, the one that matters is asleep because he's wild and all over the place. You might be able to hear the music in the background a little bit because he likes to sleep to music. And there goes a beeper because my wife made chocolate chip cookies. It's 11 o'clock at night, but that's the way we roll around here. So hope everybody's doing okay. I've been doing these live streams almost every night. It is about the coronavirus, if anybody's familiar. It's a disease that's wreaking havoc on worldwide, all over the place. We have designed a t-shirt, my wife and I am essential, which is the front of the shirt, and it also is the 6 feet away social distancing on the back. And what it says basically is, if you can read this, then you're not 6 feet away. And so it's kind of like, a little bit of play on humor. And I've been trying to raise awareness for coronavirus. In the description below, there are links to the t-shirt. And if you're interested, I will post it in the live chat right now. If I can find the link. There is for that. So my wife said that I should come on and do at least a half an hour live stream tonight. So this is up to her. But I wanted to show you this cool thing I did. So I've been wearing, this is one of the face masks that I wear when I work, because I have to go out with the public all the time. And now I'm at home, and so I can touch my face. I can itch my face, because my face is always itchy, and I have nervous tendencies. So, but I'm going to take my headphones off. So, and hit my microphone apparently. Sorry about that. For anyone wearing headphones, that's going to hurt. So anyway, I got this mask right here, so I wear it like this. Now, if you'll notice, that hurts. Now I'm going to get muffled, so I'm going to get close to the mic. That hurts right there on my ear. So what I did was, see my hat, I sewed buttons on my hat. You see there? So anybody that's dealing with the coronavirus and having to work everywhere. This was made for me, by the way, by one of my customers. But if you're having to work out in coronavirus now, that helps a lot. Having little buttons on your hat, it saves your ears. I went about 3 days in a row working and dealing with bugs and wearing my face mask. Of course, they mean if you go to Target or if you go to the grocery store, anywhere like that, you have to wear one. And so I pull it up over those buttons and I don't feel a thing. It's fantastic. It's been great. And she said, "You're so proud about your hat. Why don't you talk about your hat?" So that's why I'm here. Talking about coronavirus, talking about the t-shirt that we've got for sale to try to, like I said, raise awareness for coronavirus. And try to help, actually not really raising awareness. I think everybody's aware that it's around, but mainly as a way to help people that have been affected by, loss of jobs. Because I know a lot of people have lost their job and they don't have any way to make an income, and they're having to work for Uber or DoorDash or, all these other organizations and stuff out there that are around that are great, but it's nowhere near the kind of income they were making before at their other job. And so these shirts that I'm selling from Custom Ink are to help with that. So it's kind of like when you were a kid and you used to walk around and sell like chocolate candy bars and stuff door to door, and you try to, help out your Cub Scouts or whatever. This is to help out with people with coronavirus. It's a $20 t-shirt. So that's what I've been doing lately. I've been coming on and answering people's questions. So tonight, I talked about this, and I think I can do this. So, because I really am only going to try to do a half-hour show. I really am. I know I say that, and I always end up here for like an hour and a half. But I'm thinking if it's so late, I probably won't have that many people watching me tonight, and maybe you're catching this during the day. But I'm going to go over a label. So tonight, I'm going to go over the Crossfire pesticide label. So let me bring up a window. I'm going to explain to you how to read a label. So, because I think it's valuable knowledge. So let me share my window. Let me see if I can do it correctly here, because I had forgotten I actually wanted to do this. So let me bring up a separate, let's see, add a source, add a window capture, add source, and we're going to go with that one, add source. There we go. So now you guys can see my browser. Let me shrink it down here a little bit. So I'm going to go over, I'm going to go ahead and cover my face. No one needs to see my face right now. So, and there's Alexa going off to let us know that we got cookies. So let's see, MGK Crossfire label. All right. So now we're going to go to mgk.com, which is the company that produces Crossfire. So let's go there. And there's Crossfire. That's the pesticide. All right. So you can find a distributor or whatever. If you go to MGK's website, you can find different people that sell it. So now we're going to go over the actual label. Now this is a safety data sheet, or a MSDS, or SDS is what they're called now. But we're actually going to go to the label. So we're going to click the label, and here we'll have the label for Crossfire. Now you may need to enlarge this on your own screen to see this. Let me see. I wonder if I can actually put it, I'm going to put it right here, so then I can make it a little bit larger, so you guys will be able to see it better. So let's put this, oh, I got a cookie. I like cookies. Now it's turning into one of them mukbangs. Anyway, sorry. Trying to chew on camera, but I like them when they're warm right out of the oven. So, all right, so this is the label for Crossfire. I'm going to try to make it big so you guys can read it really well. You can see what it says. Let me see, I wonder if I can I? No, that's not a good idea. All right. So, let's actually take the camera. Where is the camera? Video capture, there it is. Let's pull this up here. There you go. All right, so here's your label. So right here, I wonder if you can see, can you see my, you can't see my pointer, can you? I don't think you can. Let me see if I can fix that. Let's go to the capture window. And we're going to go to properties, capture cursor. There we go. Wait a minute. That's not it. Properties. Did it mess up on me? I think it did. This is the way the live streams always are. I think I'm gonna delete that. All right, we'll add a window capture. There we go. Add source. All right. Properties. Dang it. It keeps doing that. I don't know why it keeps doing that. All right. So let's add a new window now. Window capture. I don't think I'm going to be able to follow my cursor. It's not letting me follow my cursor. Let's see. Add source. Gonna go. MGK. Oh well. It's not letting me do it. So let's pull this up over here in a different window. See if that works better. Window capture, add source, add source, Google Chrome. There we go. There we go. All right. Now I got it to work. So put that there. So here is your label. All right, so I'm gonna go over how to read a label. So these are right here. These are your active ingredients. You've got. I'm not gonna pronounce them, but I'm just gonna highlight them so you can see. So the first one is 4%. Then you have a 0.1%, and you have 10%. And I know that's pybronyl butoxide. That stuff's amazing. But if you scroll down, now this is how you want to read your label. So you've got directions for use. It's federal violation. Now this is why I said it's labels the law. It is a violation of federal law to use this product in a manner inconsistent with its labeling. So what that means is if the label says don't use it that way, then don't use it that way. All right? If it doesn't say to use it a specific way, like for other bugs and stuff, if bugs aren't listed, which I will tell you, Crossfire is only for the use of bedbug control. That is it. You can't use it for anything else. Crossfire bedbug concentrate is a next generation insecticide, which effectively kills bedbugs in both residential and commercial buildings. Okay, this is for bedbugs only. It is only for bedbugs. All right, use restrictions. All right, this is what you cannot do. This product is not for use on animals or humans. Do not spray product directly on pets. Not for broadcast use, which means you can't spray your floor, which a lot of people will ask me. They'll say, well, can you spray it all over the carpet? Can you spray it all over the floor? No, you cannot spray it all over the floor. You can't. It's not legal to use it that way. Do not use in commercial food processing, preparation, food, feed, storage, or serving areas. So don't use it in these areas. It's not supposed to be used in those areas. Use restrictions in the home. All food, feed, processing services, utensils should be covered during treatment or thoroughly washed before use. Meaning if you've sprayed and you have risked spraying on your dishes and stuff, wash your dishes before you use them. All right, cover or remove exposed food or feed. So don't eat something if you've sprayed bug spray on it. All right, remove pets, birds, and cover fish aquariums before spraying. So get the pets out of the house. Take birds out of the house or cover the fish aquariums. Don't be spraying pesticide in your fish tank. Okay? This product will stain water-safe fabrics and surfaces. Will not stain water-safe fabrics and surfaces. However, care should be taken to test inconspicuous area for staining prior to use. Do not allow adults or children or pets to enter treated area until sprays are dry. So if you've been watching my streams, I actually read my books on stream. I read one of my books on live stream. In that book, I go over how you need to remove the pets and the children from the area. People need to be removed from the area before you start applying pesticides. The reason I say that is because of this specific rule. All right? You're supposed to get everybody out of the house. This is why the pest control guy will tell you, you cannot be in the house while I'm treating your house. Because if you're treating the house, the people aren't supposed to be there. It's against the label. So people will tell you, you have to leave while I'm treating your house. Do not apply to plants or crops. Do not treat areas when occupants are present. So if you're going to stand over my shoulder, I can't spray the bed. I can't spray the baseboards. I can't treat the house because you're standing over my shoulder. You're not allowed to be there when I'm treating the house. Do not apply as a space spray. A space spray is basically an aerial fog. So if you buy a bug bomb, that's considered a space spray. You're treating the entire space you're standing in. That's what that means. Do not wet articles to the point of runoff or drip. So a lot of people will ask me, how wet should they get their mattress? How wet should they treat their home or their baseboards or whatever? This says exactly right here. Do not wet articles to the point of runoff or drip. It should not be sopping, sopping wet, okay? You should not get it that wet. Do not use treated articles until spray has dried. So that means if you've treated your mattress, don't sleep on your mattress until it's dry. You don't want to do that, all right? So these are really important. You've got to read over your label. And see, we're reading this label. If you have not ordered Crossfire or you have not ordered other pesticides that you may be thinking of ordering, the labels are available to you. So you can read the label right here. See, I just pulled this up. It's on MGK's website. It's public knowledge. You can get it. It's really easy stuff to get hold of. So you need to go and look this stuff up. It's very important to read your label because you may be buying a pesticide. Like right now during coronavirus, you may have issues leaving your home. So you may not want to treat your house until they lift this ban on being able to leave your home. So keep that in mind when applying bug spray. If the label says no one should be in the house after it's sprayed, you may want to take that into account and maybe hold off on ordering any pesticides. All right. So mixing instructions. So here are the mixing instructions. Now, Crossfire comes in two sizes. They come in a 130 fluid ounce container, which is like a gallon. It's a big container. It approximately 10 finished gallons of product, is because it's 13 ounces to a gallon. Or you can get a 13-ounce container, which is usually what I recommend for people who watch my channel, is to get a little 13-ounce bottle because it mixes 1 full gallon, and typically you should not need a gallon. It even tells you right here that is conveniently packaged in a dose of 13 ounces. 1 gallon should approximately treat about 1,000 square feet. Now, you're not going to be treating all 1,000 square feet. You're going to be treating linear feet, like baseboards and beds and bed frames and headboards. So a gallon will go a long way, a very long way, okay? And it gives you your ingredients again. So here's your label again of what it actually is when you've mixed everything. So after you've mixed, it will be approximately 0.40% of that ingredient, 0.01 of that one, and a 1% pybronyl butoxide. All right, total percent concentration of actives is about 1.42%. So that's about the actual mixed 13 fluid ounces per gallon. That's the final percent concentration. So that's what you have when everything's mixed together. Okay, pests. Now on a label, I'm using Crossfire because a lot of people ask me about Crossfire, but you can use, this is for other bug sprays too. Other bug sprays will have this on here. This is for the pest bed bugs. Now, other labels may say cockroaches, they may say fleas, they may say ticks, they may have, a whole list of bugs here that a chemical may take care of. Crossfire is only for bed bugs. All right, so you can't buy Crossfire and use it for fleas. You can't buy Crossfire and use it for ants. You buy Crossfire because it kills bed bugs. All right, 13 fluid ounces finished gallon. 1 gallon covers about 1,000 square feet. Apply as a coarse wet spray spot treatment, which I go over in my book too as far as what a spot treatment is. Basically cracks and crevices. Okay, dilution chart for the equivalent. All right, so it tells you here how you want to mix based on what you're actually doing. So 1.5 gallons, it tells you how many square feet you're going to be treating with it, and so it gives you this little chart here. But really, if you're getting a 13 ounce, this is really the one you're going to be looking at mostly, is right here. That's the chart you're going to use. Okay, this doesn't really matter because this is for higher concentration, not higher concentration, but higher volume, finished dilution. To prepare the diluted spray, fill the spray tank, half total water to be used. Add the Crossfire bedbug concentrate. Then add the remaining water to the spray tank to achieve a final application volume, which is a gallon. Okay, if you use a 13-ounce bottle. Close the spray tank, shake thoroughly to ensure proper suspension. Now, what does this mean? Suspension is when the chemical is suspended within the fluid. So the chemical is going into the water. It's suspended in the water. The water becomes the chemical, okay? For optimal results, solution should be used within 24 hours. 24 hours of being sprayed. Spray tank solution should be shaken prior to each use or if the application is interrupted. So basically, if you're treating half of your house and you have to go use the toilet, all right, when you come back, pick up your spray tank and shake it really good to make sure everything is still really well mixed. Actually, when I go to a house, I will take the tank and I will pick it up and I will just shake it like that every so often anyway as I'm walking through the house. I keep it mixed, keep it agitated, keep it mixed. Diluted mixture may be stored overnight. So you can mix it and then store it overnight and use it the next day. So they say it will, but you need to shake it every time. If it's been sitting for a little while, you need to pick it up and shake it. Hey, Harold. This product may be tank mixed with other insecticides. Application must conform to the use directions and precautions of both products. So if you mix Crossfire, you can actually mix it with other pesticides and have a tank of several different pesticides to use on bed bugs. Make sure each label that you're using is going to be right with the label. So like, for example, if you were to pick Alpine WSG, it is not for the use on mattresses. Crossfire is. So if you mix Crossfire with Alpine, the total solution cannot be used on a mattress. They can be used on box springs, but it cannot be used on a mattress because you mixed Alpine in with Crossfire. So you can mix Crossfire with other pesticides. I recommend not mixing it with anything that's considered a repellent because a repellent, Crossfire is a non-repellent, and we'll get to that too. So this is the only page. This is the only page of the real label as far as directions. That's it. That's why Crossfire is so great, because it's really easy. I call it the idiot-proof chemical for bed bugs. Anybody can use this. It's really, really simple. Okay. First aid. If it's in your eyes, hold your eye open, rinse slowly, gently with water 15 to 20 minutes. Remove contact lenses if present. After the first 5 minutes, then continue rinsing the eye. So you need to, rinse your eyes out if it gets in your eyes. And you can call poison control if you need advice for further treatment. Okay, if on skin or clothing, take off contaminated clothing. If you spray yourself on your clothes or spray your shoes or whatever, take them off. Wash them. All right, rinse skin immediately with plenty of water, 15, 20 minutes. So take a shower. Wash yourself. All right. Have the product container or label with you when calling poison control so they understand what you're using, because they're going to tell you what to do if you get poisoned, which I highly doubt that will happen. Precautionary statements. Hazardous to humans and domesticated animal. Wash thoroughly with soap and water after handling before eating, drinking, chewing gum, using tobacco, or using the toilet. So this is something that pest control technicians know about. That when you use a pesticide and you're going around treating bugs and stuff, you typically wash your hands before you use the toilet. Where most people wash after they use a toilet, pest control, you wash before you use a toilet. And then you wash after too. Applicators and other handlers must wear a long sleeve shirt, long pants, and shoes and socks. Now, this is an interesting thing because most labels require you to wear chemical-resistant gloves. Crossfire does not. I actually got told off one time on my channel because I was talking about Crossfire and I wasn't wearing gloves, but I said, you don't have to wear gloves. You actually don't need to wear gloves when using Crossfire. Okay. Follow manufacturer's instructions for cleaning PPEs. No such instructions washable exist. Use detergent, hot water. Keep wash PPE separately from other laundry. So, in other words, when you do your laundry after you've used Crossfire, you want to wash your uniform. Well, like me, I have a uniform. I take my uniform, I wash it separate from other clothes. You don't want to mix pesticides in with your other clothes. And so what happens is when you take your chemical clothes off and you put them in with your regular laundry, and you launder them, and the water mixes with any pesticide that got on your clothes, it gets pesticide on all the rest of your clothes, because this is a chemical that's dilutable in water. So you're going to get pesticide on all the rest of your clothes. So don't do that. All right. Discard clothing and other absorbent materials that have been drenched or heavily contaminated with the product's concentrate. Don't reuse them. So let me give you an example of how this may happen. The B&G, the product I show you, right? Let's see. This product right here, this spray tank. All right. I recommend this spray tank. And the reason I recommend this spray tank is because it's just really good professional grade spray tank. Okay. There's a valve, a little hole for air to be able to push down in to give you the pressure in your tank right here. When your check valve, which is at the bottom of this tank, when that check valve goes bad, it will spray pesticide up at that little weep hole. Now, any exterminator will tell you that they've probably experienced this at least once, where that check valve goes bad or it gets shifted over to the side and it spurts chemical up everywhere. If it drenches your shirt, you have to take your shirt off and throw it away. That's what this part of the label is about. Drenched clothing or other absorbent materials that have been drenched or heavily contaminated with the product's concentrate. Don't reuse them. Okay. So that means when you're mixing the chemical, so this actually doesn't mean when you get drenched from a B&G because that's a diluted solution. So what this means is if you're handling the product and you're mixing the product and it spills and you get it all over your clothes, then that's when you would throw away your shirt because it's covered in concentrated material. You throw it away, get rid of it. Do not apply this product in or around electrical equipment due to the possibility of a shock hazard, so don't spray it in your wall. People ask me, can I use Crossfire inside my outlets? Because the bed bugs are living in my outlets. I say, no, don't do it in your outlets. You're going to cause your house to burn down. You're going to cause electric shock. Don't do that. Do not contaminate water, food by feed, storage, or disposal. So that's storage and disposal. So I go over this in my book. I say every label has a section that will involve pesticide storage and disposal. All right, pesticide storage. Store this product in its original container. Store in a cool, dry place and avoid excess heat. Keep container tightly closed. So don't keep it in your car. Keep it in a cool, dry place. If you've got it, your work truck and you're parked out in the sun and you don't park it in a garage, then take it out and store it in a place that's cool and dry, away from, food and stuff like that. You want to put it in its own spot. You should have a place to store chemicals, okay? Keep container tightly closed when not in use. Keep product from freezing. Don't let it freeze. We're out of winter now, at least where I live. If you're down southern hemisphere, you may be just getting ready to go into winter. So if you buy this, you don't want it to freeze. It'll ruin it. If it freezes, it will ruin it. Okay, keep product from freezing. Diluted mixture may be stored overnight. So once it's mixed in a spray tank, you can store it overnight. Non-refillable containers. So that's talking about the container that this label is on. Do not reuse or refill this container. Clean container properly after emptying. And typically they make you triple rinse it and you have to cut it. Put a slash down the side of it so it can't be reused. See, it says triple rinse as follows. Empty the remaining contents into application equipment or a mixed tank and drain for 10 seconds after the flow begins to drip. Fill the container with water, recap. Shake for 10 seconds. Pour rinsate, application equipment, or a mixed tank and store rinsate for later use or disposal. Drain for 10 seconds after the flow begins to drip. Repeat this procedure 2 more times, then offer for recycling if available, or puncture, which is typically what I do, and dispose of in a sanitary landfill by other approval state local procedures. So that's the label for Crossfire. That's a really easy label. I think that anyone can apply this. I think as long as you follow your label, I don't think you're going to have a problem getting rid of bed bugs. It says here, these are the directions for use. So I wanted to go over all the first aid and everything first and mixing and things like that first. But to kill bed bugs, adults, nymphs, and eggs, for best results, vacuuming surfaces is recommended prior to treatment. So people will ask me, they'll say, well, if I'm going to buy Crossfire, should I vacuum my house before? Should I vacuum my house after? What should I do? The label tells you. So it says, for best results, it's this cookie right here. See this cookie right here? Chocolate chip cookies give me heartburn, but I love chocolate chip cookies. So now I got to read and I got a mouthful of food. All right. Spray bed bugs and eggs directly wherever possible, which if you see them, spray them. Apply as a pin stream, coarse spray or low pressure spray for crack and crevice carpet perimeter. So that's another thing people ask me. They say, where do I spray it? Can I spray it on my carpets? And I think they spray on their carpets because they're thinking of fleas, but you don't spray it on your carpet. You just do the perimeter, which is where the carpet touches the baseboard. That's the area you want to treat. And direct spray applications in and around non-food areas where bed bugs and their eggs may hide or harbor. So basically, you don't really need to do the kitchen. Bed bugs aren't going to be in the kitchen. All right, you don't treat in the cabinets. You don't need to. like your kitchen cabinets or your pantry. You don't need to treat there. Bed bugs aren't going to be there anyway. And it says not to do it there. All right. For example, on or around baseboards, floorboards, millwork, bed frames, headboards, wall hangings, furniture, door and window frames, walls, closets, window treatments, beneath the floor coverings, as well as other non-washable items that may come into contact with bed bugs, such as luggage. So if you travel for your job and you're worried you're going to bring bed bugs home, you can treat your suitcase, all right? Shoes and backpacks. If your children are riding the school bus, treat their backpack because they're going to bring them in from the school bus. I just tell people, expect that. Treat the backpacks. You can treat it. Crossfire allows for it. In fact, they tell you to do it. It says on the label to treat those areas. If treating a pet's living environment, spray on and around the pet beds, bedding, floors, sleeping areas, and furnishings. So if you've got a pet bed, like a big, huge, cushy pet pillow that your dog sleeps on, pick it up, spray the floor underneath it, spray the bed, put it back on the floor, spray the bed. All right, I would recommend wearing gloves if you're going to handle wet pesticide, just so you know. If you're spraying stuff on things, I always wear gloves. The label says you don't really say you have to wear them, but I always wear them. I recommend wearing them. This product can also be applied with a paintbrush to walls, baseboards, floorboards, behind wall hangings. So if you have pictures on the wall and the bed bugs getting behind your picture, you can not spray, but you can paint the pesticide on the back of the picture, and it puts a residual there that will kill bed bugs on the backs of your pictures, behind wall hangings, and other similar areas. Crossfire Bedbug Concentrate. This is about the mattress, and this is why it is an amazing pesticide. Crossfire Bedbug Concentrate can be directly applied to mattress and box spring surfaces. For porous surfaces, such as mattresses and carpet perimeter areas, apply until thoroughly damp but not wet. Infested bed linens should not be treated. So your sheets and covers and comforters and stuff, you do not treat those, but you can wash those. You can take them. These should be removed, tightly sealed in a plastic bag, laundered and dried at high temperatures prior to reuse. All right, so basically you want to use hot water and you want to do high heat dryer. That's how you kill them on your bedclothes, okay? Vacuuming surfaces prior to treatment is highly recommended because you're going to remove a lot of bugs and eggs that way. Using a pin stream, coarse, or low pressure equipment, spray directly to the mattress surface. Paying special attention to the seams, folds, tufts, and edges, as well as bed frames and box springs where bed bugs harbor. Remake the bed and with clean linens prior to reuse. So let it dry, make your bed, and sleep in it. You know, if you allow it to dry, you can sleep in it tonight. If you sprayed it 2-3 hours ago and you go and check, the bed's dry, make your bed, sleep in it. It won't hurt you. So this is what they say to do to kill bed bugs. If you follow these this direction right here to kill bed bugs, that spot, you follow those directions, you will kill bed bugs with Crossfire. It is amazing. It is a really good chemical. I love it. So, for those of you who have just checked in and you're interested in what I've been doing tonight and why I'm on live, if you can see me over here in this little spot. Hello, I'm right here. I've got a shirt. So this is a shirt that my wife and I designed. And let me see if I can I zoom in? I don't know if I can zoom in or not. Let me see. How do you zoom in? Is it F11? No, F11's a full screen. How do you zoom? I can never remember how to do that. But anyway, this is the shirt. I am essential. And on the back, it says, if you can read this, then you're not 6 feet away. Hashtag social distancing. I made this shirt. It's $20. I've only sold 2. I don't know if I'm going to get to my goal of 50. I don't have a lot of people who watch my live streams, but it's done. All funds raised will go directly to Catholic Charities USA. So these people will basically give you any funding that you need for bills, food, like electric bill, rent, whatever you need. They help people all over the world because YouTube is worldwide. So Antonio asks if he can get Crossfire in Canada. Let me show you. So if I go here to my page and I go to bedbug, let's see, that's flea control. Let's do bedbug control Canada. All right, so you're asking about Canada. These are products that I have been able to find that you could order in Canada. All right, these are just my books, but you've got, these are heat chambers, like personal heat chambers you can use for your belongings if you've got like things that you're worried about. But this right here, this is on my page, bedbug control. Here, let me link it to you. Let me link it in the chat room. You can try to get this, but this ingredient, so I'm going to go over this right here. This is called Harris. Now, I never recommend Harris products because Harris products are typically crap. Honestly, they're garbage. But this one, now we just went over a label. We just talked about a label. Now you read that label. It's got the identical, so let's see that. Now let's bring this up again and look at this right here. Now this is the label that I told you about. This is mixed. This is mixed. This is a gallon of mixed solution. All right. It's 0.40% and 0.40%. See, 0.01% and 1% pybronyl butoxide. So if you go back here, it's the same exact thing. And it says right on the label of Crossfire that as long as it's stored overnight, you can store diluted solution. So it says to use it within 24 hours. So I don't know how effective this would be, but this is basically 1 gallon of Crossfire. This is the only thing that people in both New York and Canada have told me personally that they could order. It depends on where in Canada that you live, on if you're going to be able to get it or not, because each province has different laws. So it really just depends. I tell you that as loosely as I can. I'm trying to help you the best I can, but this is the only thing that I know that people have been able to find in Canada. And so this is on my page. If you go to my page, like I linked right there, and you just click Bedbug Control Canada and New York, then that will give you this little page here, and it will show you that pesticide right there. Now, if you can order Crossfire, I would order Crossfire and mix it yourself. Toronto, I think you might be able to get it. If you're in Toronto, I think people in Toronto could get it. I think it's the British Columbia where they're having problems getting this specific pesticide. So, but that is Crossfire mixed. I mean, if you have a problem, so let's go down to my bedbug supplies. All right, so if you go to bedbug supplies, all right, and you figure this is what I recommend to apply pesticide that you mix yourself, like Crossfire. All right, so this is a bottle of Crossfire. Now that's only $43. Okay, so you can get a 13-ounce bottle of Crossfire, and this is $369. So if you buy this and this, that's over $400 you've already spent. But if you go here, and this is for the US too, if you go here and you get this bottle of chemical, this bottle right here is only $83.99, and it's got a sprayer with it. Now that sprayer is probably not going to work as good as a B&G, but it may get you by. You may be able to use that and not have to spend all that money on, the application equipment. It's $80. You're going to spend more for the overall chemical for a gallon, but it already comes with a sprayer built in. So that may be a better option for you. And this is not just for Canadians, Americans alike, or Germans or, Scots or whatever, wherever you live, that may be a better solution for you because it comes with everything you need right there. You just put it together and go. Yeah, I would shake it all the time though. Like it says on the Crossfire label, I would shake it, shake, to make sure it's good and stays mixed the whole time you use it. In fact, let's see, does it even say? It says, if you cannot read English, do not use this product. I'm sorry, Canadian. You probably speak French, don't you? I'm just kidding. But anyway, I used to have a friend that lived in Timmins, Canada. I used to joke with all the time about not being able to speak English. It's EPA registered. The registration number's there. They say it's the best. So if you read their stuff, they say it's the best overall label because they've got different labels here that, but the bed bug, this one right here is the one that they, even Harris themselves, claim works the best for bed bugs. So hopefully that'll help you out and you'll be able to get rid of your bed bugs with that. I haven't had any feedback. So if you use this and this works for you, let me know. If you're watching this now, type in the chat. Let me know. It's live. Let me know what you find. But because see, I don't know if you can see or not, but that's a live chat right there. So if you catch my live streams and you're here while I'm filming live, this VOD's going to go up later, so you'll be able to see it as soon as I'm done with the live stream. It uploads, and you'll be able to watch it as long as it takes. Let me see. Let me move this down here because I want to move this down to here. Is it down here? No. Hold on. I want to move this picture. There we go. So I'm covering up my picture. Man, it's way down there. There we go. We put it there. So, can I do it there? Oh, nope. Don't want to do that. Okay. So let's go ahead and shrink this down a little bit and put me over there. So I'm not covering up my Twitter if you want to tweet me. So yeah, so this is this bug spray, the Harris bug spray. That's something you could get if you're not wanting to, like I said, buy a sprayer or whatever. I have a very mild case in my house at the worst time ever during COVID-19, so I hope it works. I think if you can order it, let me know. Try it, let me know. Come back, leave me a message. On any of my videos, let me know that you tried this and you used it because it would help my audience a lot. The reason I say so is because, when people ask me, should I buy a sprayer from the lawn and garden section of my local store? I usually say no because they're crap and they're not going to last. And I even had one guy tell me he couldn't even get an entire bedbug job done, just one job using one of those little plastic cheap sprayers. And so I always recommend to spend a little more money and get a decent sprayer. But if this works and you can use it all and it works for you and this sprayer holds up for you, I need to know because my people need to know. My audience needs to know because it would save people a lot of money. And the whole reason that I'm doing this show is to save people a lot of money. And so that's what I'm doing. This is the whole reason that I do what I do on YouTube is because I'm just trying to help people. I'm trying to save people money and help them find the stuff that they need to be able to get rid of bugs and stuff. So, like I said, if you use that product, that Harris product, and you can find it and you can get it and you can receive it in Toronto, let me know. Let my people know. So, but anyway, I am going to have to get off of here. This is just a quick live stream. I wanted to go over how to read a pesticide label. I've been on now for 45 minutes. A quick half hour did turn into 45 minutes, extra 15 minutes overtime. But anyway, you guys have a really great day. I really appreciate it. If you like the video, if you're here new and you're just now seeing me, think about subscribing to my channel. I've got over 230 some videos online to help you deal with all kinds of problems from roaches to termites to fleas to bed bugs. This seems like this is what I'm known for, is the bed bug work I do. But if you're interested in following my videos and stuff, I try to upload every Thursday. I haven't been able to lately. I've been super busy, but trying to get on here when I can. I know it's really late now. It's what is it now? Almost midnight my time. So you guys have a really great day. I really appreciate it. And I'll be seeing you later. And don't forget, get you a t-shirt. It ain't but $20. I'm going to post it in the chat one more time. Also, I want you to know that I've got this link in the description below. It's on all of my live streams right now for the next 17 days. So I only have 17 days to sell some shirts. So hopefully we can help people that are having problems with the COVID-19. But even if you can't afford to buy a shirt, it's not a big deal. I'm going to be here for you. I'm going to give you all the information that you could ever need, and just keep me dialed in for your bed bugs and your roaches and all kinds of your bug problems. Y'all have a great night, and I'll see you later. Thanks.